Do 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 do. Hi guys, I know it's a little early. It's not the morning show yet, but we do notice that more people watch the videos sometimes than the morning show. This video is going to be called "You Gout to Get." It's going to be called "You Gout to Be Kidding." Why? Well, we have watched many videos on DIY home remedies for gout, and we've also looked in the Cleveland Clinic, the Mayo Clinic, and a few others websites for gout. And basically, the only thing that seems to stick out as consistent is you got to work on weight loss. Okay, great, agree on that. Okay, they all agree on that. I agree on that. They also say that you should continue to drink lots of plain, good old, clean water. Also, I agree with that. But then again, you get into these things about what you should and shall not eat. Thou shalt and thou shalt not eat foods. And unfortunately, on the thou shalt not, they're not all consistent. What is frustrating for Ed is some of the thou shalt not eat foods includes things that he loves very much. Things like pasta, bread, which makes sense with bread. I'll get to that in a second why. Lots of meat. Ed is not a vegetable eater, and so that's the first problem that he's running into with his meat-rich diet and his bread-rich diet, which the Soup Kitchen seems to feature both a lot of, is breads, spaghetti sauces, meats. The problem is what kind of treatments to do for over-the-counter, and everybody seems to think that black cherry is good, tart cherry is good for you. Stay away from high fructose corn syrup or any type of additional sugars, dextrose, fructose, sucrose. But that would mean he almost can't eat anything, right? Well, according to one doctor, it's not necessarily true, but you can have fresh vegetables and fruits. But fresh vegetables and fruits have fructose. So how is he supposed to eat fresh fruits and vegetables? And that's the beginning of the reason why I call this "You Gout to Be Kidding Me." The other thing that frustrates me is my own personal doctor. I have a different type of arthritis. I don't have a rheumatoid type arthritis, which is a type of a rheumatoid arthritis. I have osteoarthritis, which is a little bit different, but just as debilitating because it's not necessarily caused by inflammation, caused by, in this case, by hyperuricemia or high uric acid in the body. Mine is just caused by age. And the fact is that the cartilage is starting to calcify and it's starting to hurt as I get older. So the thing that why this video is so appropriate to bring up is, number one, I am not a medical doctor. I am not a specialist in this field. I'm just an average, everyday person, an average housewife, trying to figure out how to solve a problem with a man that has kept him laid up in bed for days. Actually, over a week. He did recover for a bit. Then he ate bagels with grape jelly, and all of a sudden he's back in bed again. Okay? It was about a week and a half ago. So the problem is that he wanted to eat bagels because he thought they're tasty, they're good for you. He thought they were good for you. In moderation, my friend, in moderation. That's what one doctor said is stay away from any grains. Stay away from wheat, especially stay away from wheat. Stay away from wheat, which is in white bread, because it is going to increase your uric acid buildup in your body. Okay, so that means now he can't eat bagels. He can't eat toast. Um, he's never been a vegetable eater, so unfortunately for him, that means that he's stuck eating the things that he hates, which is fresh vegetables. I'm a lactarian, but I do eat when I can vegetables. The problem is, and in many cities, and Winston's no exception, is the fact is that most everything in the urban food islands, as they call them, or urban food deserts, is that the convenience stores seem to specialize in low class foods. That means breads. That means high fatty foods. That means meats. Maybe not the greatest meats in the world either, and lots of fizzy drinks with lots of high fructose corn syrup, and he can't drink any fizzy drinks. He cannot drink anything that has high fructose corn syrup. Okay, so we tried for a while. We tried some Sprite, but that's bad for him too. I mean, caffeine. I mean, diet Sprite is no good for him. He can't drink it. I can, but he can't because my arthritis is different. But I just find it very frustrating that the one medication that he said that did work, you gotta go get a doctor and get a script for it. Do you know how expensive it is to get a doctor to do a house call? We looked into it. There is some potential doctors nearby that will do it, but he's gonna pay them up front. He said, "Does my Medicare pay for this?" I said, "Well, if they do, you're gonna end up paying 30% of the tab." And he says, and I said it would theoretically be cheaper than an ER visit, but it's still gonna mean that I can't carry you down three flights of stairs. I can barely carry myself down three flights of stairs. So, which means that we'd have to get a couple strong buddies, put him on a body board, and just carry him down the stairs on a piece of plywood. There is no way I could do it. So we're trying our best using advice from all these different medical people. We're talking about reputable clinics like the Mayo Clinic, the Cleveland Clinic, several medical doctors that are certified in arthritis and gout. And I'm gonna tell you, it is annoying. I watched one doctor from rheumatoid arthritis specialist, and I think he wrote this mostly for other doctors regarding certain treatments for DIY home remedies. He started talking technobabble, which I couldn't even understand a word he was talking about. I don't even know how this is going to help Ed to come up with a common sense way to deal with his situation so he can get back on his feet real quick. And I'm not going to tell you, it's frustrating. It's frustrating for him. It's frustrating for me. But now here's something that I have heard of since I now know how the crystals work. Is wouldn't something like a light exercise be a good way to? Because they say one of the problems with the gout is poor circulation. Now, if that's poor circulation is the problem, then he needs to move more, not less. He's thinking that, according to one doctor, that he should just lay up in bed for weeks. That's not working. Because what's happening is, then he's getting grumpy, grouchy, miserable. Look, I had problems with my own arthritis and my broken knee, and I'm going to tell you right now, laying in bed, from my personal experience, and doing nothing for days, really doesn't help you. I said to him, maybe you need to get out there and do some light walking or the walk around the house. Oh, I can't hurt. It hurts too much to step on it. I said, I understand it hurts too much to step on it, but Ed, you got to do something because this is not working. Maybe the treatments with the black cherry juice and the CBD oils and stuff will work if you walk around a little bit or some leg exercises for your knee. I can't stress enough that I believe that he needs to walk around a little bit. He's got the tart cherry, he's got the black cherry juice, they're all 100% pure. There's no flavors, additives, colors, sugars, whatever. He's got his ibuprofen, which is a form of. He's got his neoproxium sodium from a leaf. He's got all these different things. My bedroom looks like a mad science or mad medical doctor's laboratory. I am not kidding you when I say this. And I know from experience too, with the change of seasons, your body is going to be feeling it. Why? Because the fact of the matter is, right now, we have gone from being smoking hot to right now it'll be a high of 26 degrees Celsius today, which isn't so bad. But because you're not moving around in bed, you got the air conditioner running, you got a window fan blowing on you. Why? I really think you should just turn the damn fan off, or at least not have it blowing on him, because I think that's not helping him. But he doesn't want to take chances and even do some light walking. He said, well, these doctors said not to do that. This other doctor said to do it. Consistency, doctors. We need consistency. Which is it? Is he supposed to walk around a little bit on his knee? A little bit with the walker? Just get him a little bit out of bed and move him a little bit. Because I can't tell you, I've been trying, me and him have both been researching the different sites, and both kind of came up with big question marks. Says, why is this doctor so inconsistent in treatment? If anybody here who has gout, or has personal experience with gout can answer the following questions for me. Let's start with the basics. Number one, should he do any kind of walking at all on the knee? I enjoy it. I think he should, or at least he should do some exercises to move the knee around a little bit. Even if it isn't actually standing on it, maybe just slightly swinging it around, like I do. All I do is in the morning is when I first get up is these are my finger here. I don't have no rest my fingers, thank God. But if I did, okay, first thing I would do is just gently swirl my leg and maybe gently start to work the knee just a little bit, even when it hurts, just a little bit each day. The reason is from what I understand, with the crystal, the uric acid crystals, it's going to do is it's going to cause them to break up, which is going to be important. But I can't seem to convince him to try. He's tried. We tried the muscle massager on it. He seems to say that seems to help a tiny smidge, not really a lot. I said, well, why don't you keep doing it? And I'm constantly having to remind him. It's right here. It's why I bought it for my own knee, and it works on my knee. Not instantly. It's not like instantly, okay, I zapped it away, now I'm fine, now I can put this thing in the garbage can. No, it don't work that way. I wish it was that simple. But for me is to gently massage the knee when the muscle massager makes a difference in my own quality of life. Weight loss, as I said before, is recommended. I gotta be honest, I have a weight problem. He has a weight problem. But our approaches of treatment for our two different forms of arthritis are very different. Mine is I'm going to still walk around. I'm still going to stay active. And then, of course, when the pain gets to be too much, that's when I'm going to sit down or lay down for a little bit. But then I don't stay in bed all day. I actually find that seems to be more damaging to me than just walking around. So that's where it is with the pain in the ouch fest around here. Now another medical doctor said, get some celery seed extract. Another jug. Another pill. Celery seed extract. And he's like, I'm spending a fortune here on over-the-counter products, some of which are not really being effective for me, and others are going to be very hard to get because we don't have easy access to the store. I said, well, we could always order stuff from Instacart. Oh, yeah, but then we have to pay $10 for delivery charge. Well, yeah, okay. But at the same time, if I can't get to Stop and Shop or a health food store, I can't get you this stuff either. because unfortunately, fresh celery, which they also recommended, just munching celery all day, is not available in these food deserts of downtown Winston. There just doesn't have anybody that sells celery locally. And when I say locally, I mean within 15-minute walk from me. And I have to figure out how I'm supposed to treat this. So the doctors that will do, I guess they call them concierge doctors. They go out there and see you. Those guys have busy schedules. And there is a medical clinic a little further down than McDonald's. I can't even get him down the stairs. Okay, I already can tell you, I cannot see how I'd even get him down the stairs. Maybe if we put, as I said, maybe a couple strong men put him on a bodyboard or maybe a homemade gurney and got him down to the clinic. At least we could save him the delivery charge. But the problem is I don't know what to do now, because I'm really running out of patience, and I know he is too. And so if anybody has gout or has personal experience of gout, what did you do to treat yourself? Did you do some light walking? Did you totally lay in bed for weeks? What did you do? How did you manage it? That's the question, because I don't know where to do next. I really don't. I am doing my best to get him to drink more water. He says Winston's water sucks. Winston's water is not that bad. I grew up drinking this stuff. It's not the worst water in the world. You want bad? Try drinking Willimantic. Okay, that was bad. Although when I had a friend, person, we had original camper in Lebanon, Connecticut, he had a well. It was so loaded with sulfur you couldn't even drink it. It smelled like you were drinking the devil's toilet. Okay? I mean, maybe for cooking, in some cases, it might be fine. If he lived in Stockbridge, he would be getting so much calcium in his water that I don't think that would help his gout at all. Jeez. Thank God I don't live in Stockbridge, because that place in Stockbridge, their calcium in the water destroys my landlord's water heaters. Unless he uses a water softener. But then even if he uses a water softener, my landlord has a problem that it still does number on his water heaters. And then you got to deal with the sodium part of it, which Ed isn't supposed to eat too much sodium because it was originally high blood pressure. So I'm just wondering what to do now. Because I really gotta make the bed. I really do have to fix the sheets. I really have to get all this stuff done. And it's making it hard for everybody. So, if anybody has gout experience, please get back to me and let me know what he should try. As I said, he's trying the tart cherry extract. He's drinking the tart cherry drink, which is the pure tart cherry. It's not sweetened, flavored, colored, or anything like that. It seemed to work, but now we found out he can't eat bagels, so now we can't give him bagels. He was eating bagels once in a while for breakfast, and now he can't eat those either. I feel like, in some ways, it's like blindfolding a guy, or a girl in this case, point him towards a dartboard and say, the dartboard's straight ahead. Just don't hit the cat. Oh, excuse me, I'm wearing a blindfold. How can I tell if I'm going to hit the cat? I don't even tell if I'm even going to even get close to hitting the target on the dartboard, which in this case is the gout, treatment for him. And I don't know how medical doctors do it. You guys have got so much resources and knowledge. How do you keep all that stuff in your head in medical school? I mean, I've studied this from these videos, these little insight into the medical profession. It's like, holy crap! I have to know about this chemical formulation and how this gout forms uric acid forms from this enzyme, that enzyme. And it's like, but, when you're hurt, you want an answer. Like I said, right now, my own arthritis is acting up. I'm trying to take some of his suggestions and put them into my own health. And it seems to kind of help. But the difference is that unlike Ed, is I'm not laying on the bed like a giant turd. I'm actually moving around. I'm actually walking. I still take my Celebrex. I still do that. So there's a big difference here. There's a tale of two arthritis cases. One that basically takes the approach of hands off, and the other one that basically takes the approach of I'm going to walk, I'm going to drink water, I'm going to try to eat healthy food, trying to cut back on my carbohydrates. Anyway, yeah, that's where we stand. So anyway, this morning we will be live at 10 o'clock a.m. Craig Sr. wants to join us on the panel today. I asked him to come on. He said he would try to do that. So if you guys have a solution to the gouty problem, let me know. I really would appreciate it. So for now, thanks for watching this little video. Like Craig Sr. suggested, maybe I should do it like Rosie O'Donnell or Rosie O'Connell, and basically just Kelly, and just do tons of videos talking about everyday BS. Well, that's a great idea, but I only get 3 notifications unless YouTube ever decides to increase the availability of notifications, even if it's a paid extra program, or you can have more than 3 a day. Because it really, really would make it a lot easier if I had the opportunity to have more as needed. All right, that's a wrap. See you 10. Bye-bye.